Okay guys, quick update with Bitcoin. I didn't get much sleep last night, woke up kind of early, and I just want to get this video up because the CPI data I think comes out today. So in my opinion, we're about to have a major drop. Bitcoin's about to have a massive drop. So for me, I already know that's coming. Now again, this is based on my charts. Does not mean it has to happen. I do believe that's what's going to happen. So the purpose of this video is to find out what pattern we're going to drop from. So I think there's three different patterns we could be in, and that is the point of this video, and that's what we're going to figure out. But again, if you watched the last video, I told you guys to short 43,800. That was this video here. I'll put a link up to it now. You see we've already dropped over $1,000 from this point, so if you shorted there, you did well. But again, if you want to get price targets, these targets are still valid. Go back, watch this video. Again, this is more for how far we can drop and what possible patterns we could be in. If you want to get into leverage trading, guys, if you're located in the US, CoinCatch is a great option, no KYC. Two other exchanges used are BingX and BitGet. If you want to sign up, those links are pinned in the first comment and description. And if you want to watch this tutorial video, how to trade on BitGet, I'll put a link up to it now if you want to check it out. So let's get on to this chart. Now I'm going to use this chart to find the possible patterns Bitcoin could possibly be in to break down from. Now remember what I said. Based on these rings, which we're going to cover, every time we cross one of these orange rings, we get a massive drop. But we do get into some sort of pattern before we have that drop, and that's what we're trying to figure out now. Now we could cover stuff like the yield curve inverting, which is a sign of a recession and a drop. Credit card debt hits a new record. I mean, that's another thing for the economy. Retail credit card rates skyrocket to 28.9%, all-time high for credit card rates. U.S. savings depleted, people running out of money. Car repos all-time high. Credit card delinquencies up. The Dow Jones is about to hit a critical resistance level, which I covered in the last video. I mean, these would all be indicators to let you know that something major is about to come, and it's probably going to be bearish. But that's probably just hogwash. Just ignore all that, and let's just use something more reliable, like a circle. And if you're not familiar with a circle is a shape consisting of all points in a plane that are given a given distance from any given point. The center, the distance between any point of the circle and the center, is called the radius. The circle has been known since before the beginning of recorded history. So circles go way back. They're a great indicator of what's about to come. So I'm going to show you this. So let's use a circle. All right, well, here is our circle. This one right here, this is a circle. Let me unlock our circle. Let's see, unlock. Okay, this is the circle we're paying attention to, and these are multiple circles. I call them rings, but basically they're circles. If we zoom out, I mean they're really big, but you can see these are circles. We're just kind of zoomed in, so you can see part of the circles. So they're more like curves. So we know that when we cross these orange rings, typically we get a drop. Now we only have two previous rings to go by. Now, we don't have to drop, but it looks like that's probably going to play out. Now if we look at this one back here, right, we crossed the ring and we formed a pattern. You can see this is a channel, descending channel, support, resistance, and then we broke down. And we dropped a total of 55.74%. That was one hell of a drop. All right, the next time we crossed a ring, we actually were in an ascending channel. As you can clearly see, support, resistance, and then we dropped. Now that drop was only 27.85%, not as much as the previous one, but still a substantial drop. So the question is, I mean, and again, how far we drop, I mean, there's no way to know that, but I can tell you the two rings back, it was 55.74%. One ring back, it was almost 28%. So let's just say maybe it's 28%. And that would make sense if we do a horizontal line here and we look at our support and resistance. That looks like a pretty valid target. Our previous high back on the 14th of July was right here, 31,500, around that area. So that would be a likely support level. And that does match our previous drop, or one ring back. So the question is, what possible patterns are we in? Well, right now I can tell you one possible pattern, one scenario would be a head and shoulders. So something as simple as this. And you could go to the wicks, the meat of the candle, whatever you prefer, right? So this would be the left shoulder, this would be the head, this would be the right shoulder, and if we measure the drop, you go from the head to the neckline, and we bring this down, and that makes sense. That brings us right down to 31,600 around that area. Again, that's just one scenario. As far as possible patterns we could be in, if this is not a head and shoulders, we'll have to go back to this chart. So one other possible pattern we could be in, we'll have to see how this plays out. But if you watch previous video, I made it very clear that this would be resistance. That's why you should have shorted here at 43,800. Now, it is very possible this could be the pattern we're in, something like this. And we could push up one more time. Maybe we top out at 44,800, and then that could be the top. We come down, we break the support, and then we have a lot more downside. So if you want to see that pattern on the chart, let's copy this, and let's come over here and paste it in, and let's go back here. Let's copy this, and let's paste it in. So it could be something like this, all right? So this could be the pattern we're in, right? Maybe that was the top. Maybe we come back down, we push back up, we test this, that would be the top. We come down, drop, and have our drop from that point. So that's one possible scenario. Another scenario, if we go back to this chart, it is possible this could be a descending channel. And for that, we need to find a resistance level. And what I like to do is start at a certain fib channel line and then see if I can find some confluence. So let's start from here. And notice I have this a thicker yellow line. So if we go from this point and we go all the way up to this top line here, notice that blue line right here. Perfect resistance. It matches this fib channel line here. Now let's look for further confluence. So let's go from this point here up to that fib channel line. And look at that. The the 0.618 matches perfectly. So we know that that is an important resistance level right here. So it is possible this could be another pattern or a potential pattern we could be in to break down from. So let's copy this and paste that into this chart. That would be this. And let's copy, if I can grab it, and let's paste it in. So this could be a possible scenario also. We could do something like this, hit support around 37,800, come back up as resistance, 40,800, and then potentially break it and drop. But I do believe a massive drop is coming. Again, it's entirely based on these fib circles. Whenever we cross it, we have a massive drop. But as I said, we always form some type of pattern, then we break down from it, form some type of pattern and break down from it. So again, that's why I think it's possible that we're just forming some sort of pattern, and then we're going to come down and test support. And it does look like 31,750 would be the next point too long. Obviously, if we break below that, we have a lot more downside. But I just wanted to share that with you, those possible scenarios. But that would put, so if it's the yellow lines, that would put your support down around 38,170. If we got another bounce back up, that would put it around, what, 42,291, depending when you make contact. If it is the white, these white lines, then that means we would come down, test potentially a 39,272, and then your resistance, if I can grab this damn thing, your resistance would be up around 44,634. So something like that. So either we're in this pattern here, right? This would be the top to drop, or we are in this pattern, right? And then this could potentially be the top. But keep in mind, as I said, your most critical support levels right now is this white line here around 39,318, and this yellow line right here around, and again, it depends when we make contact, around 37,676. So I just want to share that with you guys. But again, based on these rings, as you can see, or these circles, whatever you want to call them, whenever we cross one of these rings, we form some sort of pattern, and then we have a drop. So that's why I believe a massive drop is incoming. Guys, you can sign up, get access to these live charts. Website's author.com. Links pinned in the first comment description. Make sure you email me through the website if you want to get access to Discord. You can't pay with USDT, but you can email me through the website. And guys, if you want to sign up for BingX, CoinCatch, or BigGet, the links to sign up are pinned in the first comment description. That's it, guys. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.